bit.
Melody was meant for you.
Right
Sing
there.
along to my stereo.
Gym class heroes, baby. If I was just another dusty record on the shelf, would you blow me off and play me like everybody else? If I asked you to scratch my back, could you manage that? Like if we had chicken Travie, I can handle that.
Official fan club, and we're here today with Sashi from Gym Class Heroes.
Yes.
For interview at Vans Warped Tour. And really exciting is that Gym Class Heroes has a new hit featuring Adam Levine.
Yeah, Stereo Hearts.
Yeah, Stereo Hearts. It's getting a lot of mainstream airplay. It's a great song. Adam Levine, obviously, awesome singer. How did you hook up with Adam Levine?
Well, actually, when we first started Gym Class, towards the very beginning days, we talked to our management about a list of people we'd love to work with, you know, and Adam and Maroon 5 in general was on that list. So when we started working on Stereo Hearts, it just seemed like a natural fit, and he was available for it and was into it. So
is there an album coming on the heels of Stereo Hearts? I saw the single.
Yeah, we've been working on the Paper Cut Chronicles too, and that's going to be released this fall. So and that song's going to be on the record. So we've been working on that for the last couple of years. I know a lot of fans had worried that our band broke up, but we never broke up. We've just been working really hard on the album.
It seems like Gym Class Heroes and or the individuals, when you break out and you do your solos, do a lot of collabs with other artists and very, very successful at it. Is that something that Gym Class Heroes just fell into, or is that something that you like to do as a band, as musicians, is to collab with other musicians?
I think it's fun to collaborate with other people that we respect and look up to musically. I mean, the major thing about collaborations with us, though, is that we'll only do those if we really feel like a specific song calls for it, or if it's an artist who we really want to work with, as opposed to just, you know, getting someone to work on a song because they're popular at the time, you know. And I think it's really important for us to, you know, really back the person who's working with us, and that makes us that much more excited about the song and working with them in general. You know, otherwise we might as well just do it ourselves.
You know, another unique aspect about Gym Class Heroes, I think that really successful, is songs like Cupid's Chokehold, where you take the snippets or the samples from prior hits and infuse them and create it like a brand new song out of it. And I think Gym Class Heroes is like the quintessential band to do that. How did you pick that particular song, Girlfriend from Supertramp, to infuse and to create Cupid's Chokehold?
We were just messing with records at the time. We had like a crate full of records. I mean, I'm really into 70s music in general, but we threw that one up and started kind of playing with it. The rest of us just started playing our instruments over it, and next thing we knew, we had a song created, you know. And Travis just, you know, heard it and was like, "This is awesome." And, you know, in one night, just laid out the lyrics for it, and it was done. You know, I mean, I loved the song, but you know, we had no idea it was going to be so huge at the time. We were just having fun and messing around with records.
And it's such a cool style with song creation, in a sense. And I was trying to think, like, what are some of the pioneers in that style, where samples or snippets? Like, there was Vanilla Ice, and they took the song from Queen and created Ice Baby. Were those like the pioneers, those bands? Where did that type of song creation? Because I don't remember growing up in the 70s that, you know, songs that were, you know, combined with snippets or samples. I was just curious about the history of that.
I think that really started, I mean, with hip hop. You know, when hip hop started coming out, I mean, you have DJs, and I mean, with records, and so as soon as you started integrating records into music like that, I mean, sampling is just the next step, you know. People are rapping over other songs, so I mean, that's been around for a long time, I think, and we were just playing around with it.
In Gym Class Heroes, were you like building up as a band, or did you just happen to hit it really great when you first formed as a band?
No, I mean, the band's been around since 1997, and in 2004, that's when we started doing it on a very professional level. We got in a van and we're like, all right, we're gonna, you know, head out on the road and do whatever it takes to make our living with music. And so we'd already been playing the song for 3 years in a it went to radio, that definitely gave it the extra boost that took us to that next level. But we'd already been playing and touring for a good chunk of time before that happened. So it was, it was definitely a lot when the song started to pick up. It was definitely a lot to take in. But at the same time, we had been preparing for that, whether we knew it or not, for several years.
So how does it feel to be back together after your hiatus as a band?
Well, it feels great. I mean, we never took a specific hiatus because we've been working on the record the whole time. So in and out of there, we'd be either renting abandoned churches or going into big studios, whatever it took to get the record going. So we've been slowly plugging away at it because with a title like the Paper Cut Chronicles 2, the original Paper Cut Chronicles was the album that really launched our career. So we want to make sure that this album as a follow-up is really, really good. We want to take our time with it. So, it just felt natural to be back out here on the road. We've been in communication.
And all the original band members are together, continued together, and
since
have you swapped out?
2004, 2005. I joined in 2004, and Eric joined shortly after that, probably about 6 months after that. But so since 2005, we've had the same lineup. It's been a long time. Come to think of it.
So through your career as a band, was there ever like a particular show, event, or even maybe a place, a country that you went to that really just resonated with you, that was really exciting and very special to you to perform as a band and an artist?
I love performing in Australia. That's been a ton of fun. We went there with Gwen Stefani. Was that 2007? 2007, 2008. And then we went back there within the last couple of years. And it's been such a beautiful experience to perform there. It's such a beautiful country. The people are awesome. I actually proposed there a year and a half ago to my fiance. So, now I have great memories of Australia, even on top of just playing there. That's probably my favorite place worldwide to play. But I love playing Japan too. Every place has its own special characteristic that I take with me.
Are the fans different when you travel internationally in the way they receive you, or they're at the shows?
I'd say it's different for different places. I've noticed in Europe, in general, in regards to music, I think the general public is just more open to whatever music you offer them. If they like the music, they like the music. There's less emphasis on, packaging things for people, which is great. I hope that it becomes like that over here eventually, just because, the more music you open yourself to, the more free, the more freedom you feel as an artist and as a country to just let loose and express yourself. So I'm hoping that transfers over to the States.
Are there any artists though you would like to collaborate with that you haven't?
There's like a ton.
And maybe not even with vocals, maybe musicians and guitarist or.
I'd love to collaborate with Block Party, or even touring wise, I'd love to do a tour with Muse. There's so many awesome artists out there, and we're meeting a lot of them on this new artists on this tour. Bad Rabbits. I think we got some UK dates coming up with them. Yellow Wolf, he's been killing it on this tour. That's one of the awesome things about a tour like Warped Tour, is you get to meet so many new artists, and then so later on when you're thinking of collaborations or tours to put together, you can think back to the people that you've met and say, oh man, I'd love to reach out to this person, and then after actually meeting them and touring with them, it already feels like you have a camaraderie with them. So taking advantage of that on this tour as well.
Well, really excited to see the new album coming out in the fall.
You.
Do you have a personal message that you would like to impart to your fans?
Yes. Thank you guys so much for waiting patiently on this record. I swear we've been working on it the whole time, and we love you guys. Thank you for coming out to all of these shows. We should have a video for Stereo Hearts within the next couple of weeks. And other than that, look for the Paper Cut Chronicles 2 this fall, and we're going to be touring forever after that comes out. So I'm sure we'll see you guys sooner than later. Bye-bye.
Make me your radio. and turn me up when you feel low.
Turn it
This
up a little bit.
melody was meant for you. So
right
sing
there.
along to my
Gym
stereo.
class heroes, baby. If I was just another dusty record on the shelf, would you blow me off and play me like everybody else? If I asked you to scratch my back, could you manage that? Like if we had chicken Travie, I can handle that.